unkind remarks about him behind his back, to his face? Should people give him a hard time, or should people just honor that choice?
You're asking me?
Mm-hmm. And my viewers, I want them to think about. Here, I'll just give my 2 cents, and then you can go.
Yeah.
So I'm a two.
I want you to see what D. Medic said. He said, "Yeah, Rabs is making good argument that this guy is totally out of his mind." Go ahead.
So I'm on two minds of this because I dated a lot of women younger than myself, and I like them because they tend to be cuter, they tend to be tauter, they don't have as many wrinkles, and they're often a lot more fun to be with. They're more fresh in their approach to life. They're not as cynical. They're more open to learning from you. They're more likely to buy my stories and my whole shtick. It's like, oh, Levy, oh, Levyland. I want to live in Levyism. Like, it's more like young women who say that than like women in their 40s. Like, it's more the 18 to 25 crowd that wants to live in Levyism than the over 40 crowd. So I've had a lot of good times dating women half my age, and I'm not sorry about it. And I really get amused that a lot of women my age or older get really mad when I'm out there dating some gorgeous young chick.
Oh, they can't stand it.
Oh man, that ticks them off.
Oh, they can't. That pisses women off. That's a slap
boy,
in the face.
That really gets to them, and it's like they want to make so many. Like, they're looking for every opportunity. They're looking for every opportunity to like try to cut the girl down.
Oh yeah. Just vicious.
They're vicious.
I saw that. I've seen that.
On the other hand, how many other friends do you have, who are that age that you have long conversations with? None. Like, I don't normally hang out with 19-year-olds and have long, in-depth conversations.
Can I respond to all this?
Yeah, when I'm done.
Okay.
About another 60 seconds.
Okay.
So, I think if you can relate to someone who's 20 years old, means that a lot of you is 20 years old. So I'll admit that that's true for me, that there's a lot of me that's about 20 years old as far as maturity, because I can relate to many, attractive 20-year-old women. So, on the other hand, I think when, someone dates his own age, I guess I give him a little more props, because you're going to have more in common with someone your own age, generally speaking. I found like a certain sense of relief in dating women my age, that we'd had a lot more similar life experiences, and that we're at a similar place in life, and so it was easier to relate, and there wasn't as much translation going on as you have to do when you're with like some 19-year-old. You have to kind of translate and tell her what it means to be 45, and explain to her why you need the Viagra, why you need the Levitra, why some occasions call for Cialis, and why sometimes like Levitra, Cialis, and Viagra all at once, even this like gigantic cocktail, still will not raise the Titanic. So there are a lot of awkward conversations that you have to have with 18-year-old girls that you don't have to have with a woman your own age.
Because she's also got problems,
Yeah, she's also got a lot of physical problems. She's going through menopause, and like she's lost interest in sex usually. Usually she's old and bitter. She hates men. She's kind of like wrinkled up. She's like a wrinkled old crab.
You forgot about the part that she's starting to sag. I love that one.
Yeah, she's sagging.
Yeah, okay.
She's quite overweight.
Yeah.
And you don't even want to have anything to do with her in that sense. I mean, just like I remember I had this girlfriend. After 6 months, I told her, "Thank you for helping me overcome my sexual desires," because when I was with her, I just had no more desire to have sex. So that's what I have to say. That's the world in Levyism.
Okay, can I respond to some of that?
Please.
My first response is, I can't help but wonder and think that the reason you brought that up was directly to take a shot at me, because I made a big announcement a week or so ago that I have, that I'm dating someone. I have.
Cowan, you read my blog. You saw it as directly in response to some very prominent rabbi in the community dating someone half his
Oh, I didn't
age.
even know that.
Oh, yeah.
It
was the top story on my blog for like 4 days. I just left it up there from Tuesday through Tuesday until Saturday
the
night.
The rabbi at Beth Jacob,
No, not at Beth Jacob. No, at another synagogue, and he's dating someone half his age. It was the #1 story on top of my blog. I left it there sticky from Tuesday until Saturday night.
Can I say something? I don't read every story on your blog. Okay, I look at the basically the
So that's I was responding to a news story.
yeah, I look over the headlines and the beginning, and if it's something I couldn't care less about, I don't read the story. So you had stories about Beth Jacob. I don't have anything to do with Beth Jacob, so I don't care, right? So if he was that rabbi there, I don't know who this guy is, and I don't care, so I don't read it. Okay, if you had a story about some guy that was sticky, but I never heard of the guy, I'm not gonna read it. Okay, so I thought that this was about me, but you said it was about this other guy. Okay.
Well, it's a general question. It was inspired by this guy. I'm not
okay.
saying, oh, I'm doing this.
All right, so I take that back. So I'm 100% wrong. You didn't just put it there to take a stack.
God, no.
Oh, okay. So I take that back and I apologize. You accept my apology on that? Okay. Here's my attitude on this. Now, if you're going to talk about guys who date younger women, right? Let's put it on the show with me because that's who I date. And I've said this many times. Over the last 10 years, most of the women that I've been dating for any length of time are women who are under 25. Most of them have been under 22. Okay, I was engaged to a woman, and we started dating when she was 18, and we got engaged, and she was right when she turned 19. Right now, I'm involved with a woman who just turned 19, and we started getting involved while she was 18. And I just turned 50, so do the math, right? So, lady, this is not a woman who's half my age. This is a woman who's 1/3 my age. Okay? Yeah. Okay, she's 1/3 my age, right? Now let me attack the other things you've said. You said, what do I think about a rabbi who's involved with somebody who's much younger than him? It's irrelevant. It's what do you think of a rabbi who's got blue eyes? What do you think of a rabbi who's I don't know. It's oh, he's married to a Sephardi woman. He's Ashkenaz. Scandal, gasp. I mean, who cares? It's irrelevant. Age is a number. That's it. That's all it is. It's a number. And when two people find their soulmate, or two people are involved with each other, and they're thinking about getting married, or they are married, good for them. They found someone. It's hard enough to find somebody who's right for you. Lady, you know how hard it is to try to find someone. Why would you limit that based on age? So if I hear from someone who says I can't find anybody nobody will marry me, I say open up your age range. Why are you tightening it? Why are you going around like this? Because there could be somebody who's way off, older or younger than you. You should be open to anybody, even people who are much older than you and have saggy breasts and all that. Okay, what are you turning away for? Because
I don't want anyone older than me. I'm 45.
All right, so
I like them young.
Okay. Plus, you want to do peer review, so you're probably gonna have to have someone who's younger than you, whatever. Okay, so what am I saying? So
Peer isn't some fancy sexual position where you need someone young and athletic and gymnastic abilities.
No, but
it's the Hebrew phrase for the ability to have kids. I know that a lot of non-Orthodox Jews are watching and they think, oh, we need someone young to do Puru. It's oh, what's that, honey? Let's do some Puru tonight.
Yeah, because the older women, they just can't keep up with that anymore.
Nah, they're not.
You take the extends, and they're just they don't want anything to do with it. No, but I understand that. But to me, it's it doesn't matter to me. Now you ask, what do I think of somebody? I say it's just an age is just a number, but I'm going to be honest. I'm a little bit biased here. So when I see somebody who's an older guy, my age, let's say, old, with a younger woman, or even in the rare occasion that it's the opposite, we have a really older woman and a younger guy.
Yeah, that's really rare.
No, but because it's taboo, right? It's taboo.
Oh, and that guy wants to be banging some broad who reminds him of his mother.
See, that's the terrible stereotype. That's ignorance, Levy. That's ignorance. That's a terrible stereotype that people slap on anyone who dares to go out with somebody older than them. And that's not fair. I would say it's nice for a younger guy to date an older woman, and there's many advantages to it. They will take care of you more. They have more money, right? They have more money. They probably look at you like you're a fucking gold mine because they want to be with somebody young, right? Who's vibrant, not like somebody old like Levy or I needs extends, right? So they would be more appreciative of that younger guy than the women who are younger would be, because a younger woman can get any guy on the planet, but an older woman